Alright, alright. I am back. I am freaking back. Okay. So, hold on. Before I start, let me just share this on my Discord so people can join in. Alright, so give me like 2 minutes. Alright, give me 2 minutes. Alright, let's do this. Let's freaking do this. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking do this. Hold on. Let me go online over here as well. Alright, let's go. Am I online over here? I don't know, man. Hold on, man. No, I'm not online. Alright. Okay, okay. Alright, so Jesus freaking Christ, the car horns, they are gonna be vicious. Sorry about that. All right. Okay. Sorry, the camera is over here. I'm used to the camera being like downwards. Okay, so I gotta focus on the camera now. All right. So this is gonna be a video style review, okay, because I want to create a video out of this. All right, and I'm also gonna roast. All right, so yeah, so I've like structured, I've like jotted down the points that I want to say, okay, and this is gonna be a video style kind of like a review. All right, so yeah, let's go. There won't be any background music because we are reviewing the game. Okay, we are gonna watch the game and then we are gonna review the game. All right, yeah. Okay, some things I want to mention before I begin the video. Sorry, hold on. Okay, first and foremost, I'm a big freaking Pokemon fan. All right, I've been playing Pokemon. I have been a fan of Pokemon since the 1990s or 2000s. I don't know when it came over here, when the anime came over here in India. So I've been a big Pokemon fan, and we used to kind of like have the Pokemon ROMs in those floppy disks that came in. Okay, like the 1.4 MB floppy disks. All right, we used to have like two floppy disks, one for the emulator and the other one for the ROM. Okay, so we used to kind of like trade that in school. All right. So yeah, so I've been a big Pokemon fan since the red, blue, and yellow days, or since Gen 1. All right, but then everything went to shit when Pokemon became 3D. All right, the last game I bought was Sword and Shield. I never freaking bought a game that came after Sword and Shield. All right, and in this video I'm gonna review, hold on, and in this video I'm gonna review and roast Pokemon Legends ZA. All right, so yeah, let's freaking go. This is gonna be freaking fun. Also, before I kind of like begin, hold on. Where is the Discord? All right, before I begin, you gotta watch this by Lord Frogmire. Okay, by Lord Frogmire, you gotta watch this video. All right, because he kind of like covers everything about the game, not just art. Okay, I'm mostly gonna cover the art in depth. All right, the artistic, I'm gonna give my artistic review. That is my job. Okay, that is my work. All right, but this guy covers like everything else. All right, gameplay, story, and all that kind of like shit. All right, so if you wanna watch his kind of like review, you can do so. Okay, and I strongly suggest that you watch this. Okay, so yeah, because this is a really freaking good review. Okay, this has 831,000 views, and it was just released like a day ago. I'm gonna like this. All right, let's go. Gotta watch that video. I'm gonna also post the link in the chat. Give me a minute. All right, we are gonna structure this into a video. Okay, so let's watch it. All right. Oh, yeah, you have your selected you have your general kind of like 4 variations of the guy and the girl. All right, so that's fine. It doesn't really matter that much. You can change your hairstyle and shit in the game. And this is the name. Okay, this may be a pre-rendered kind of like scene, which looks good. Oh my god, Jesus, Nintendo. The first and foremost thing, you gotta add freaking voice acting. Okay, every freaking game has a voice acting. This is freaking 2025. Okay, this is not the 2003s or 2000s. This is freaking 2025, and you do not have voice acting. Also, I'm seeing this big freaking cube over here, which has no freaking geometry. This building has no freaking geometry. but we will see that later on. We'll talk about that later on. Alright, so yeah, voice acting, that is crucial. This freaking feels freaking weird. Okay, this is a cool scene. All right, so yeah, this is a freaking cool scene. But when I look at the textures from like close-up textures, look at this over here. Yeah, look at all these textures over here. They are freaking blurry as fuck. Textures in 2025 blurry as fuck. They are like 2003 or 2005 PS2 or PS3 game. This is 2025. Guys, remember, this is freaking 2025. And in 2025, the textures are looking freaking blurry. Okay, the scenery is good. I like the scenery. Okay, I think, in my opinion, this is the only time that we see the screen of this Rotom phone, alright, in the whole freaking game. Alright, train is good. This signpost is good. The train station is, I don't know, it's okay. But I still kind of like feel that this is like empty. This looks like weirdly freaking empty. Yeah, there are like barely any props over here. So there needs to be grass growing over here. Okay, because well, this is nature. And grass grows from like anywhere. Okay, or at least some sort of like litter or something, like a piece of paper flying, okay, or something like that. I don't know, man, something like that. There needs to be more people, given that this is a 2025 game by a freaking multi-million-dollar company. All right, so there needs to be a lot of people over here, or at least 2 or 3 more people. Look at this fletching. Look at this fletching. He's like flapping his wings in like 10 frames per second. Look at this. Hold on. Yeah, look at that. Flapping his wings in like 10 frames per second as our character is like moving forward. Why is this place so empty? And why is that place so crowded? The rocks look ugly as freaking fuck. Jesus freaking Christ. And there is a lot of textures everywhere. So it's like overloading the freaking mind with textures. Why? Huh? Why is this Game Freak? Why is this like that, Game Freak? Why is it like that, Game Freak? Yeah, look at the rocks. Too much texture, and the lighting is freaking weird as fuck. This is not how rocks are supposed to be. Okay, this black kind of like shadows. You don't do black shadows when the light is like freaking warm, or when it's like daytime. Daytime light is like warm, so the shadows are gonna turn into kind of like bluish. All right. This is bad rendering, man. Bad rendering. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Yeah, look at that fletching. Hold on. Look at the fletching. He's literally glitching out in like 10 frames per second. Yeah, okay. This area as well, okay? So whenever you are kind of like going out of the train station, there needs to be a lot of people. Like going out. There needs to be, at least in this game, in this day and age, there needs to be like 3 or 4 people at least, like standing over here, I don't know, interacting with their Pokemon or together with themselves. All right. Also, hi Jay, what's up? We are roasting and reviewing Pokemon Legends like Emptiness ZA. So this is freaking empty. How do you get away with this, Game Freak? Huh? There needs to be people over here. Alright, let's go. Let's see what happens when we go outside. Okay, Pokemon Legends ZA. Oh my freaking god. The buildings are freaking flat as fuck. There is no lighting sense. Why is there not a shadow over here? Because the sunlight is like coming from over here. Why is there not no shadow over here? Why is the building looking like the same color as it's over here? Holy shit, this looks so freaking empty. Guys, this is a 2025 game by Nintendo, by Game Freak and Pokemon and Nintendo. Remember that. All right, I need a minute. Hold on. I need a minute. Holy shit. This is fucking crazy. All right, let's see. Why are the streets so empty, and why are the shop windows kind of like closed? It's like every kind of like window is like it's just the same freaking window. Over here there is no freaking geometry on the buildings. What is this? Is this 2005 or 2015 or 2010? Why is there no freaking geometry on the windows? It's just a rectangular freaking cube or box that has been painted on. All right, one more thing I wanted to point out. Look at this. Bushes and creepers and plants and shit. All right, there is like too much texture. There is freaking too much texture. You do not paint every freaking vein on the leaves or on the plants. Even over here, too much freaking texture. Jesus freaking Christ, Nintendo. These buildings are flat as fuck. How do you get away with this? Like, look at the railings. Look at the railings over here. They are just painted on. Look at all these shops. Look at this. Look at this. I don't know, this shop entrance or something. It's closed. These shops are just painted on. Holy shit, Nintendo, Game Freak. How do you get away with this? How do you create this in like 2025? Yeah, look at the textures over here on the grass. It's too much. It's too much visual noise. Do you understand that? Too much visual noise. This is the same visual noise as this. Even over here, there is like too much visual noise. There shouldn't be so much texture over here, as it's like going away from the camera. This should be flat. There shouldn't be texture. Too much texture over here. Same goes for the grass. Too much texture. Even on the building, so much texture. Plus, there is like no freaking light. There should be a darker kind of like shadow over here. And this has to be in light. I don't know, man. Look at the textures. They are so freaking blurry. Also the voice acting. Jesus Christ, man. You add Pokemon sounds, okay, you add Pokemon cries, you have Pokemon cries, but then you do not have voices for the characters. That do you know how does that sound? As if you can't hear anything, as if you're deaf. Every freaking game, every freaking 3D game since like 2015 has voice acting. Even before that. Yeah, more trees. I love trees. Yeah, exactly. Trees, Pokemon trees are the best. They make the best freaking trees. Look at the trees. At least they did a good job of trees in this game as compared to the previous ones. Holy shit, man, the voice acting is killing me. At least this kind of like model and texture and colors are good. I can give them that. Yeah, we look nice standing side by side. Okay, so this is the only kind of like thing. I don't know what this is, but this is the only thing that is like modeled like correctly. I feel that this like completely. Everything else is freaking incomplete and empty. Holy shit. Yeah, look at this. We do not see the screen over here, alright? Remember this part. We don't see the screen. The only screen we saw was at the beginning when we were in the train, alright? Rotom phones do not show the screen on the Rotom phones. Like ever in the game. Ever. I have been watching this playthrough for like 11 hours. Okay, this playthrough. I'm not buying this game, alright? I have been watching this playthrough for like 11 freaking hours. and I have never saw a freaking Rotom screen from like anyone. Game Freak and Nintendo is like so freaking lazy that they do not want to even, I don't know, put some UI or put some elements onto a freaking mobile screen. Because why would they? They can just freaking sell this game out like candies. Huh? Yeah, dynamic city. I will show you an example of a freaking dynamic city. Hold on. Let me just get on with this kind of like thing for a while. Oh, so this is supposed to be a story element. That is why it is rendered properly. I see. So yeah, the only story elements are like rendered properly. I understand. So this is kind of like the CEO of a company. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna push this forward. Yeah, this is supposed to be a story element. That is why it's rendered properly. That is why it's modeled and rendered properly. Okay. So his bag kind of like disappeared. I did not know that happened. I never noticed that because I was so freaking busy looking at this freaking abomination of a game. Okay, looking at this freaking empty space. All right, I did not even pay attention to the freaking story. The story is freaking awful, by the way, from the reviews that I've freaking heard. It's just going from like battling a lot of freaking trainers and going from rank Z to rank A, or that's it. And then afterwards you just fight off the, I don't know, some bad guys or something. I don't know what that is, because I never freaking saw the complete game. Alright, look at this guy. He's like okay, I like this animation. That is something that I will give them. The animations are good in this game. Not like too much like an industry standard, but still good. Better than Sword and Shield and shit. Okay, I'm gonna move forward. Oh, what district? Oh, we are going into an alley. Oh, there needs to be a lot of there will be a lot of I don't know, people and stuff in the alleyways. Let's see. Of course, this is France. Oh, this is a freaking alley. Oh, there are boxes. Yes. The windows are freaking flat. The grills are like freaking flat. Oh shit! Look at this. This is like painted in on the cubes that they put into the game. Huh? Look at this sticker over here. It's freaking blurry. Look at these textures over here. Blurry as fuck. When you look them, when they are like closer to the camera, they do not have a resolution change. games in 2015 were more sharper than this shit. Witcher 3. I think Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild as well. That came in 2017. Okay, I will give them this. Alright, I will give them this. Alright. The character models. What the frick is this? Alright, before I say that, hold on. This area is like properly modeled. There are freaking props over here, alright. Some cardboard boxes, some posters on the walls, alright. Some grass growing from over here, tree plots and shit, alright. So this area is like properly modeled, alright. Ignore the background because it's like not even kind of like, I don't know, visible when you look at when you are like focusing on the characters and stuff, alright. So this area is properly modeled. That is because this is a part of the story kind of like area. So wherever like the story happens, that thing is like properly modeled. Everything else is like freaking empty, like a freaking empty space, a void, basically. All right. Now I will give them one thing. I will give them pat on one thing. They do character designs and the Pokemon designs like right. Okay, they are awesome. I absolutely love the character designs and the Pokemon designs. The animation might be kind of like wonky because I don't know, they do not have a experienced animation staff, maybe, I don't know. Okay, the animations are nothing over the top, but the character designs are absolutely gorgeous. The colors are gorgeous, the character designs, the models are gorgeous, alright. The expressions are gorgeous. Like most of the NPCs have like flat expressions, I can understand that, but yeah, sometimes when they I don't know, have expressions on their face, they are like freaking gorgeous. Yes, they look awesome. So that is why I will give them, I will give credit to where credit is due, man. Yeah. So yeah, character design's awesome. So yeah, I'm just gonna forward this. Also, Tawny, the rival, this female rival and male rival, both are like awesome, have like awesome personalities, and their expressions are like freaking awesome. Our character is kind of like empty. I don't know. They are like Link from Zelda. Link is also kind of like empty, but they I think should have like a lot of like personality on them. So yeah. Anyways, but the design is like good. So I have no problems with the characters and the models and stuff. Yeah. Hello Jürgen, what's up? Jürgen on Twitter, Twitch, what's up? Okay, we are choosing the Pokemon over here. I'm just gonna move forward to the battle. We will see. Okay. Okay, so this is a very different battling style. This battling style is more akin towards the anime, like how Pokemon battles are supposed to be, kind of. Okay, this is not a turn-based battle style, so I like it. So this is a very I don't know, kind of like a fun battling style. I haven't tried it myself, but yeah, but by seeing this, it's really good. So yeah, you can move your Pokemon over here, and like kind of like evade attacks, like the actual kind of like anime. You can move yourself as well. Yeah, this battling style is like very different, so I like it. Yeah, that is the another good thing that they are like kind of like doing. Yeah, look at this. This is all modeled properly. Why? Because this is a freaking story element. This is a story scene. All of the story scenes, the story elements are modeled properly. God damn, man, this freaking game. Okay, nighttime falls in, and look at this. This looks so freaking flat. Like it's all freaking gray color. And let me remind you guys, this is freaking France, alright? This is modeled after, this city is like modeled after Paris. Paris is so freaking colorful. Hold on, let me confirm that. Yep, yes, Paris is known for its vibrant colors, especially in its architecture and street art. Despite many Parisians traditionally wearing neutral tones like black, gray, and beige, the city showcases a variety of colorful elements from its famous doors to lively neighborhoods. Yep. Here we go. Look at this. And let me search more. Hold on. Paris at night. I'm gonna put up a similar photo as we saw in Pokemon. Hold on. I think this is the closest one. Yeah. Look at this. There is so freaking much darkness over here. This is not all freaking gray. And now look at this. Just freaking look at it. This is so freaking flat. There is no sense of lighting. There is no freaking moonlight. Even if it's a new freaking moon, this needs to be very dark. And there needs to be some sort of like lighting from the streets, from the windows and stuff. There needs to be shadows. This is an alleyway over here. This is Jesus freaking Christ, man. This is as if Game Freak forgot to put in the lights. Oh my god. And do you know why this building over here, this building is like lit up, and this is the center focus, and it has like so much detail on it, because that is our base. That is our base in the whole freaking game. Every building is freaking flat. Look at this. Every other building is the rooftops are freaking flat. They are just cardboard boxes, just planes. Okay, this is just a battle kind of like area. Hold on, let me just move ahead with this. I'm gonna get into the alleyways. Hold on. Let me get into the alleyways. Yeah, look at the character models. I like the character models. All right, this is what I liked. This is what they did right. The textures are blurry, so maybe if they could just freaking fix the textures on the characters as well, it will look awesome. They will look freaking awesome. I'm just gonna move forward. I need to talk about the alleys and stuff. This is the only freaking good lighting at night that we see in the entire freaking game. Do you want to know why? Because the sides are lit with the reds, okay, and the red light is like falling onto the characters. It creates a very kind of like a dynamic lighting kind of like scenario. All right, this is the only scene in the whole freaking game at night which has good lighting. The only scene ever. Flat as fuck lighting. Okay, at least this is better than the previous one, but still. Alright, the alleyways. Slow claps, Nintendo. Slow claps, Game Freak. You did it right. The alleyways, dude, they are perfect. They are perfect, Nintendo. This is the only freaking empty alleyway that I've found in France, okay? And it still doesn't look freaking empty like it does over here. This is freaking empty. How do you not see this? This has no detail, no geometry. This is flat as fuck. Holy shit, man. Like, look at this alleyway. Look at this alleyway. It has so much stuff inside it. The lighting is properly done. This is shadow, this is light. And there is a different color on the footpath. Look at this empty alleyway. There are pipes going from like top to bottom or bottom to top. I don't know. Okay. There is freaking geometry. These are doors that you can enter in. Look at this. This is also empty. But there is some stuff on the ground which you can, I don't know, which creates a very different kind of like scene or scenario or feeling. This is also freaking empty. Look at this, but still it's so freaking interesting. And now look at it. Look at this. Now look at this. How do you get away with this? Huh? Oh my God. Hold on, I forgot to mention one thing. Hold on, before we jump in, I forgot to mention one thing. Yeah. So yeah, look at this building over here. All right, look at this building over here. There is sunlight that is like coming from like this side. All right, from this side where my mouse pointer is. All right, and so it needs to hit the building over here, but there is like, so but this shade and this shade, they are the same. Okay, why is that? Why is there no freaking shadows over here? Huh? Why are there no shadows over here? Why is the light so freaking dim? The building is very bright, so the light should be bright. Why are there no freaking shadows over here? Huh? Is it so freaking difficult to render freaking shadows? It is as if Nintendo forgot, as if Game Freak forgot how to render shadows. All right, let's get back to this. Yeah, look at all of these alleyways. They are freaking empty. There is no geometry. This is all painted in. This is just a dome, and this is just a I don't know, a cube. All right, flat plane. And this is a freaking 2025 game. By a freaking multi-million-dollar company. Okay, this is, remember guys, this is our humble abode. Okay, this is our safe house, and this is still painted in. Still this thing does not have geometry on it. This thing does not have geometry on it. It is all painted in. Everything. The door is painted in. that these windows are painted in, everything is painted in. Well, except for this, except for the stairs and the railings. That's it. Look at all of this shit. These are painted in textures. When I see the inside of this house, this is like a night and day difference. Look at the insides of this house. This has geometry. This is nicely done. Okay, this is how the whole freaking game should have been. So yeah, I will give them props on this. I will give Nintendo props on this. They did right over here. Alright, this is good. The textures are good. Everything else is good. The textures are not too much. Okay, everything else is good over here. It has a kind of like a misty atmosphere. Okay, like a thick kind of like smoke inside, like a warm kind of like smoke inside of the room. Yeah, look at this. This is all so nicely done. If only they did the same thing in the exterior, in the overworld, it would have been so much freaking better. Right, guys? Am I right or am I wrong? Yeah, look at this, look at this, look at the windows, look at the curtains. The windows are modeled in. They are not painted, they are modeled. That is something. Huh? How did that happen? Look at the sofa. The sofa is modeled in, it is not painted. Oh, the chair is modeled in. These kind of like square frames, they are modeled in. This whole kind of like thing is modeled in. This menu card, this book, this bell or pen stand or whatever the fuck this is modeled in. The plants look good. They don't look wonky. The textures don't look wonky. Even this door is like freaking modeled in. So what just happened? Did we just, I don't know, time travel or something? Yes, there needs to be a lot of freaking props on the table, because this is a freaking empty table. Even if it's like a reception table, there needs to be a lot of freaking prop over here. But still, everything else is fine. So this looks fine naturally, because everything else, every other prop over here is like balancing this empty space out. All right. So this is gonna look fine naturally. Look at all of these paintings, so beautiful. This looks so freaking beautiful. Why can't Nintendo do it? Why can't they do the same thing in the overworld? Yeah, look at that. It is modeled in. The elevator is modeled in. It is so freaking good. Look at this. Look at the floor. It's so good. The textures are not blurry over here. So what just freaking happened? Okay, oh, look at this. Even look at this. Hold on. Look at this. Look at these dents over here. These imperfections. Okay, these imperfections are gonna be there in in the real world. All right. So look at all of this imperfections, and then look at this darker kind of like shade. Okay, as if the wall has been darkened due to wear and tear and shit. Okay, so these are the imperfections that need to be there. This looks good. This looks like a real thing. Yes, the lightings are a bit off, but still this interior is like 100 times better than the exterior. All right. Oh my god, look at this room. This is so freaking nicely done. Everything is like the props are good. Everything is good. This looks as if you would want to step into the Pokemon world. Yeah, look at this. So good, man, so good. Okay, now it's like going out time. All right, now we will see. No, it's not going out time. It's still night time. Yeah. Everything looks so flat. Look at the buildings and shit over there. They look so freaking dull and they look so freaking flat. Everything is like freaking gray, like a single freaking tone of gray. Okay, even if it's like nighttime, it's still freaking gray. Like this is like a 50% or like even 60-70% gray. Nighttime is never like this. Nighttime is never this bright. This is the nighttime. Look at this. This is the nighttime in Paris. And this is with the moonlight. So much gray buildings, so much colorless buildings, man. Paris is the city of color. France is the city of color. The trees in the background. Oh my god, the trees. I love Pokemon trees, yeah. I freaking love Pokemon trees. Yeah, this is the only rooftop exterior part of the whole entire game that has been modeled correctly. Their whole freaking budget went into the interiors, and the story elements. That's it. Everything else they just I don't know, skipped. They just I don't know, threw everything out of the game engine. Jesus Christ, like look at this, look at these blurry textures over here. Oh my god. And apparently the whole freaking city is a whole freaking model. One 3D model for the whole freaking city, and it is rendered completely when you enter the game. Okay, I like her expressions and the animation and the sitting pose that she is in. It looks very relaxed and stuff, so this is like a totally upgrade from the previous generation. So yeah, I will give them props to that. So yeah. Yeah, even the mattress is like super good. The chairs are like super good. Yes, the textures are kind of like blurry. So yeah, if they fix that, it'll look like super cool. I don't know. This chair is like still bad, but it's fine. Yeah, look at this chair. It's like freaking flat, but it's fine. Doesn't really matter that much. I'm gonna move forward. Okay, I need to mention one thing. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Over here, the plant shadows, the plant textures and plant shadows and the plant colors, they are a bit off. Okay, they need to fix that. This is too, I don't know, too realistic, or like too dull, or too gray, or too dark, or something. Okay, they need to fix the plant colors. All right, if only it's like a little bit brighter, it would have looked good enough. I don't know. Okay, but they need to fix the plant colors, especially the shadows. For the shadows, they can use a lighter kind of like tone, or and a bit more saturated tone, so that will look much, I don't know, vibrant. So yeah, that's about it. Oh, look at this. This is another time we see the screen, but it has just white freaking wallpaper. That's it. We do not bother with the screens. They could have put this entire thing onto the screen. Okay, they don't even have to design the whole thing. This entire ZA kind of like screen onto the small Rotom screen, but they did not do that. I don't know how much lazy can you be. I do not understand how more even lazier can you be in your life. I will say this interior is good enough, but I have seen better interiors than this. But still, I can give this a pass. All right, they can do better than this, like easily better than this, but still I will give them a pass on this. Like it's almost perfect, almost perfect, like really good. I love this. I love the characters, I love the interiors. Okay, so yeah. I need my dairy milk for this. At least the grass is flowing. At least they added the grass animations. Hey, A round of applause for Nintendo and Game Freak. Sorry, Game Freak and Nintendo. I'm not even gonna freaking talk about the textures anymore. These are freaking bad textures. Too much detail, too much visual noise, to be honest. I'm not even gonna talk about the textures because I already kind of like talked about it in my previous freaking video. If you haven't watched that video, please go on my channel and like watch fixing Pokemon graphics video. Okay, so yeah. I'm not even gonna talk about the colors and textures and shit. Alright, no. Okay, what else is remaining? I need to address that. Rooftops, empty as fuck, empty rooftops. Look at the streets over here. They are freaking empty. Okay, let's search for France streets. Okay, Paris streets. Let's search for Paris streets. Okay, let's do that. Let's take a look at a kind of like an empty street. This is the only one, but this is like too bright and too unrealistic in my opinion. This is more of a alleyway, if anything. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, okay, look at this. Okay, the streets are empty. Okay, even over here on the footpath is empty, but there is a lot of freaking railings over here. Okay, if they would just add some railings over here, it would look so much full. Okay, it will look so much freaking full. Compare this. Okay, now I wanna showcase a game which came out recently, and that's Pokemon's rival Digimon. All right, I want to show that. Hold on. That's Pokemon's rival Digimon. Charlie played it. He absolutely freaking loved it. And in this scene, you can see there is a lot of freaking geometry, every freaking where. Okay. There is a lot of geometry everywhere. Look at this. Oh, look at this. The character models, they are not as good as Pokemon's. They are just standing over there. I can agree on that. But still.
Oh, Digivice.
It has so much stuff going on in the environment. There are a lot of models, okay? And these fences, these railings, they kind of like create a very filling environment. All of the shops are open and the shops are like varied. None of the shops are same over here. Yeah, this looks like an actual freaking city. Look at all of these props. Look at all of these props over here. Like these boxes, these triangle kind of like cones and shit. All right. Look at the board over here. Look at these poles. And look at all of the geometry and the shapes. And the shops that are like protruding out. This is how you're supposed to create a world.
Which was the Digimon that was like?
Even if you cannot enter a shop, it still looks believable. It still doesn't look flat as fuck. And now look at this. How do you live with yourself, Game Freak? Huh? How do you do this? How do you create this shit that you have created? I will give them that this is the another thing that is like modeled correctly. There's these telephone kind of like poles or whatever the frick this is. Okay, this is modeled kind of like good enough. This looks good enough. All right, I will give them that. But it's still flat. So instead of creating an interior for a Pokemon center, what they did was create an external Pokemon center so that they do not have to put so much stuff into the interior, so that they do not have to model the interior. Every freaking Pokemon game up until now has a interior Pokemon center, except for maybe Scarlet and Violet, because that is a very different kind of like region, but I can understand this. But even X and Y, the Lumiose City had a interior Pokemon center. So why change that over here? Because they did not wanted to create an interior for the Pokemon center. They are so freaking lazy. Also, there is no Chansey. Where is the freaking Chansey? Huh? You have so much room besides Nurse Joy. You can just put in a freaking Chansey. And why are there so little kind of like medicines at the back of her? This should be stocked to the brim. Also, there needs to be a door for the operation theater. Where is the door? Huh? How do you do this, Nintendo? Jesus fucking Christ, man. You know, in X and Y, okay, in X and Y, in the game X and Pokemon X and Pokemon Y, in Lumiose City, you can enter a lot of freaking buildings, okay, even useless buildings, even like stranger homes and shit. You cannot enter any freaking building other than the buildings that are required for the freaking story in this game. You can't do that in this game. It's just a free roam area. That's what this is. Look at how empty this looks, how bad this looks. This is not a 2025 game. This is a freaking 2003 or 2005 or at most 2010 game. This game should have come out in the 2000s. Remember that. Understand that. Anyways, let's look at this for a bit.
Monologuing about how everyone's like mean to him.
Okay, I want to show one more game. All right, so hold on. The Ananta game that came out. All right, so I want to show that. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this game. This is how a Pokemon game should look like, except for the swinging. But look at the environment over here.
那个按 C 可以直接传到那个圈圈那里。要跳起来之后会有那个脚。
This is how Pokemon game should look like.
这个是拉拽，是 Q。荡起来的时候好像才可以。
对，我大概知道，就是。
Let's look at the gameplay trailer. Hold on. Hold on. Look at this.
Exploration mode.
Yeah, look at this. Okay, we will look at this. Hold on.
Yo, swapping different characters. All right. Inspect. Excuse me. Show me.
Yeah, look at all of these textures. They are so freaking. I don't know, so freaking crisp and clear. And when you zoom in on the Pokemon textures, they are so freaking blurry. Why is that? Game Freak, why is that happening?
Arrest them for no reason.
Look at our textures. Even the textures on the NPC, they are so freaking crisp. Even when zoomed in.
Sir.
There is some clipping. That's fine though.
Okay, never mind. Let's just release them. How do I
Look at all of the
vehicle?
environment thing over here.
Yo, patrol car?
Look at the tree.
Wait. Here's my car. Oh, my patrol car. Baby, I don't. Patrol light. Swinging.
Goddamn, this is like too much kind of like motion blur, man. They need to
We're gonna go beat up people.
stop the motion blur.
Oh shoot!
Look at all of these props over here. Yes, there are no NPCs. That is like wrong kind of. Okay, there needs to be more crowd. But look at all of these props over here. Yeah, look at all of these props over here. They make the game freaking lively. All of this geometry that is over here. Okay, that makes the game freaking lively. This railing, this grill. Okay, this protrusion over here. I don't know what that is called as, but that makes the game lively. And look at over here. This is freaking empty space. These are just the textures painted on. Yeah, look at this the textures on the ground. They are so freaking blurry, so freaking pixelated. Okay, I think I need to do a freaking full review on this. Like off stream. I don't know if it's like possible on stream, because there is a lot of stuff that is like going on over here. Okay, but we will see. I don't know. I will create the review kind of like video. Okay. Hold on. Let us watch Ananta's more gameplay. Hold on. Oh, this is good. This is good.
Is not
yeah,
the
look
game
at
I
this.
assumed it was going to be. After almost a year of silence, it returned
Look at all of the details over here.
with some new extended gameplay trailers.
And now
a public
compare
demo
this
that
to
people had
Pokemon.
a chance to try at the Tokyo Game RPG, developed by Android and Shop of Multi, stop the game from having an identity-based RPG.
Holy freaking shit. Look at all of this detail and geometry. Imagine Pokemon, but like this. Like this is your characters, this is your rival, and these are the NPCs, and there are like Pokemon over here, like walking and like playing and shit in this world. Oh my god, that would be so freaking cool. Only if freaking Nintendo did that. Only if Nintendo did something like this. That would be so freaking cool. But no, we fans cannot have good things. Alright, we fans cannot have good things in life. We are just freaking, I don't know. We will just give money to Nintendo. Isn't that right, Nintendo, huh? Isn't that right? Alright, I'm gonna be right back. So give me a minute. Jesus Christ, this I don't know how much. Okay, after coming in, I have like talked almost like everything about the game that I wanted to talk and roast about, okay, like review, okay, and then after coming back, I will review the whole entire thing. All right, so give me like 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All right, give me just freaking 2 minutes. If you guys want to say anything, you can just put that in chat. All right, give me 2 minutes. All right, just for your entertainment, you can watch the Pokemon kind of like gameplay. All right, I'll keep it playing. Holy shit, Nintendo. You gotta add the voice acting, man. Gotta add the freaking voice acting, bro. Okay, now I'm gonna give you an in-depth review as an artist, okay, about the game. All right, but I will keep the video on. All right, hold on. Hold on, I wanna skip towards the rogue Pokemon, okay? I wanna show you guys the rogue one. Yeah, okay, look at this. Okay, so the rogue Pokemon is a kind of like a boss battle thing, okay? So it's like good at first, okay, but then it gets really freaking repetitive because every freaking rogue Pokemon is almost the freaking same, okay? They just move differently, but they do not have like different attacks, and I mean they have different attacks, but it's the same kind of like mechanic, like they just hit your Pokemon and shit, okay? So in my opinion, every boss battle should be different. Alright, so in my opinion, every freaking boss battle should be different, but in this game, every boss battle is the same, just the same. There is nothing new to it, so it gets really freaking boring really freaking fast. Alright, that's it. That's about the rogue Pokemon. Okay, now as you're freaking watching the rogue kind of like battle, I'm gonna put down the entire kind of like first part of the review, and in the next part, sorry, not in the next video, in the same live stream, I'm gonna put this live stream in like two freaking parts. The first part is gonna be like a overview of the entire kind of like game, like a review, kind of like a small review of the entire kind of like game, and the next part is gonna be, hold on, all right, we can watch the video over here. All right, and the second part is gonna be the artistic review of the game. Okay, so yeah, so the story first and foremost is really freaking bad. Okay, everything about the story is bad. You just go from rank Z to rank A, okay, battling different trainers and shit. All right, then catching different Pokemon and shit. So in the morning you just catch Pokemon, okay, in the daytime you catch Pokemon, at night you just battle a lot of freaking trainers, and then battle the boss freaking trainer who holds that freaking rank, and then you just repeat that until you reach freaking rank A, and after that the story freaking, I don't know, ends in a big kind of like Pokemon boss battle kind of like thing. All right, so yeah, that's it. There is probably no Team Rocket or no kind of like evil team in the story, so the story is like god awful freaking bad. Okay, gameplay, I like the Pokemon catching mechanic, sorry, not the Pokemon catching mechanic, I like the Pokemon battling mechanic. That is like very similar to anime stuff, and that is, I think, very interesting. That is a cool mechanic. Okay, that can be improved on. I do not know how, but that can be definitely improved on. All right, so yeah, so that is good. Boss battle, not good, not as good. They kind of like get boring pretty fast, pretty quickly. Okay, and what else? What is like the good stuff? Voice acting, yes, there needs to be freaking voice acting. Okay, without voice acting, it's not gonna happen. Did the game just stop? Alright. So without voice acting, it's not gonna happen. This just feels freaking weird. Alright, so yeah, no voice acting, nothing. That is freaking bad. Nintendo needs to fix that shit. What is next? Alright, the next good stuff is the character designs and shit. Okay, character designs, very awesome character design, very awesome Pokemon designs. I absolutely love them. They did a great job at the animations, the expressions, the character designs, and everything. Okay, animations are not like too good, like not on like really freaking good level of animation, but it's still better than the previous ones, so I will give them props to that. Character designs and shit, it's like 100%. I absolutely love the character designs and stuff. Okay, I have loved like every freaking Pokemon character design, so yeah, I love that. I have never disliked the character designs, even if you know even if some of the Pokemon designs are silly. So not every Pokemon has to be cool or awesome. Okay, so some of them have to be like derpy and shit. Okay, so I absolutely love the character designs. Okay, the animations are kind of wonky, yes, at times, but it's still fine. It's still better than previous one. It's still better than nothing. So yeah, I kind of like accept that. And what else? Music is fine. Music is good as well. Okay, I love the music, even if they have kind of like used some reused kind of like tracks. So yeah, I still like the music. Okay, I still like the music. And what else? The interiors, yes, interiors of the buildings and the story elements, like the story exteriors and stuff, or story backgrounds and stuff, they are modeled very nicely. So yeah, I will give them props to that as well. So yeah, interiors, wherever they are like present, they are modeled correctly and they look nice. Not on par with this. Not on par with this. These are some crazy props and backgrounds. Not on par with this, not at all. But still, look at this interior. It's still better than the rest of the freaking game. The textures are nice. Everything in the interior department is like nice. Don't worry about it. Yes, some of them are like blurry. Some of the textures are blurry. I can understand that. Like, look at this. This is blurry. This can be fixed. But still, very cool, very cool. Okay, these are the only good things. Okay, that's it. That is the only freaking good things. Rest is all freaking shit. Number one. Now the list begins. Number one. The whole freaking world is freaking empty. Okay, there are no freaking props over here except for maybe this garbage kind of like bin. Okay, there is like absolutely nothing in the whole world. It's an empty freaking void. That's it. No freaking props. This is not how France is supposed to be. This is how France is supposed to be. Number 2. There are no freaking NPCs. There are no people over here in the alleyways. Like nobody lives over here. Number 3. Everything is freaking painted on. There is no geometry in this world. It's all freaking cubes. It's all freaking made up of cubes. That's it. All of the windows, they look the same. Everything looks the freaking same. And look at these blurry textures. Number 5. That is number 5. Blurry texture. Blurry as fuck textures. When zoomed in and when zoomed out. Number 6. Too much texture noise. Okay, too much noise in the textures. Okay, there are textures every freaking where. Too much texturing. The only texture that you need to see is like when you are like close up. You don't need to see the other textures. There is like too much texturing. Number 7, most important thing. This should be number 0 actually. No lighting and no shadows. Everything is flat. Hold on. Yeah, look at this. This is the old kind of like French architecture, and this is when kind of like the sun is shining in the afternoon, okay, or in the morning. All right, and this is how it is supposed to look. This is how it needs to look in this game. Where is the freaking caster? Okay, that is the caster, but this needs to be even much more darker. No sense of lighting whatsoever. This game is a freaking artistic failure. Art wise, it's a freaking failure. Even I think game wise as well. So yeah. This game is a freaking artistic failure. It's really bad. And this is coming from a multi-million-dollar company. So where does that all money go to? Huh? If not in the game, where does that all money go to? What else is there? Textures, emptiness, bland. Yes, that is done. Okay. everything is like painted onto these cubes. That is like in the whole kind of like game that you're seeing right now. Everything is painted on. It is drawn onto these cubes. There is no freaking geometry, no freaking lighting. They skipped everything except for like some things, like 5% of it. They skipped the entire freaking thing. And to top it all off, this game is just taking place in a freaking whole city. The whole freaking city is the whole freaking game. Okay, they could have done it so wonderfully. I will show you, hold on, I will show you a game which is like super good. Okay, this is an example of a super good game, of a super good environment. All right, look at all of the environmental props and shit. This is how Pokemon was supposed to be. I will show you one more. Okay, hold on. When did this game came out? Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at this game. Hold on, let me show you. Yeah, look at all of the things over here.
Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now.
Something wrong?
There are some guys in my bookshop.
Look at all of the textures and all of the props over here in the environment. All right. This game, Deus Ex Mankind Divided, came out in 2016. And the whole freaking game takes place in like one city. Okay? And now look at this. Look at the difference. The artistic style is like different, but the technology is not different. The art style is different, yes. Technology is not different. Technology is the same. This thing needs 3D models, as well as this thing needs 3D models. This thing needs textures. Same goes over here as well. It's just the art style that is like different. It's just the colors that are different. All right. Jesus, I don't understand how can a freaking someone put this in like 2025 and then charge it $70 freaking dollars for this. This is a $70 freaking dollar game. DLC is $30, so that's $100 over there. Then Nintendo Switch is like $450. That's $550 in total. And then there is like Switch Online, which is required for some Mega Evolutions to unlock. That is another $20 or $30. So yeah. This is where the world is going right now. Complete freaking emptiness. That's it. No freaking brains whatsoever. No freaking creativity whatsoever. No freaking effort whatsoever. Because they can just freaking get away with this. The only people, like every freaking reviewer on YouTube is like talking about this, is like not happy about this. Everyone is like trashing this game. The only people who are defending it are the Pokemon fanboys and the fangirls. Those who get paid for this by Nintendo and Pokemon Company. I'm not hating on this game. I don't like to hate on this game. I don't want to hate on this game. I want this to improve. This is my favorite franchise. I grew up with this. Alright man, whatever. Frick, that's it for the review. That's it for the review. That's it. As an artistic perspective, as an artist, in an artistic point of view, this game is a freaking flop. This game is a disappointment, a failure. This is not even any art style or nothing. This is nothing, absolutely nothing. Zero. Yeah, look at this. This world is freaking chock full of stuff. Yeah, look at that. Everywhere you see, there are freaking props. This world is freaking beautifully designed. Forget about this. Look at this.
Where you play through a story and take going to be a familiar feeling
Look at this.
party-based RPG, where you play through a story and take part in various side activities in an urban.
This basketball court, it looks so freaking real, so freaking good, because it is modeled good. It is the lighting is good.
Open world.
Where is the shadow over here? Where are the tree shadows, Nintendo? Huh? Where are the shadows of the trees? Where is the shadow of the freaking character? Huh? Where is the shadows of the character? Why are they so freaking blurry? It is not the Switch's technological incompetence. It is your freaking incompetence, Game Freak. It is not because Switch is like technologically behind. Forget about Ananta. Forget about this game. I will show you Genshin Impact. I will show you the Genshin Impact gameplay. Jesus. Hold on. Oh, wait. Yeah. Look at this. This looks so freaking beautiful. And now look at your game. It looks so freaking dirty. Look at this, is a freaking night and day difference. Look at the night time over here. And look at the character shadow. Look at the grass. Everything. And this game came out in, I don't know when this game came out. September 2020. Okay, I think this video is freaking blurry. Hold on. Yeah, that video is freaking blurry. Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay, look at this. Look at this. Such good lighting. Such good trees.
神悟りは水遊総流水泳とよっしっ
Alright, that's about it. I'm not gonna rant anymore on this. That's about it for the stream. Thank you for freaking joining in and listening to my bullshit. I will probably make this into a video or maybe record another freaking video. We will see. I don't know. Okay, we will see. I don't know. I will probably do this review, a video, like make this into a video only. So I will not record another video because I have said a lot in this one. So yeah, anyways, that's about it for the video. So yeah, thank you for joining in, thank you for listening to my bullshit, and I will see you in the next video. Alright, that's about it. I really freaking wanted to rant about Pokemon because I'm so freaking frustrated, so freaking angry on like Game Freak and Nintendo. Like they're so freaking incompetent and lazy. Like they put out freaking trash like this. Okay, it's freaking trash. It's freaking atrocious. I don't know, man. It's freaking empty. There is nothing over here in this game. That's it. And this is not even worth $10. Not even worth $20. Sorry. And people, even if it was like free, people wouldn't play this shit, in my opinion. Anyways, that's about it. Goodbye. See ya.